Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm with my name is Gilbert Smith. I'm with Elijah. She called the bag Smith. We can do a quick little fight breakdown on his Dana White Contender Series fight that happened 2 days ago. It was Tuesday, week 6. He obviously won it, and he won the contract. Real quick before we get started, how are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. I mean, just, small nicks and bruises. I have an ice pack on my foot, just a little bit of swelling, so you guys were wondering what that was. That's what that is. So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, I feel good. I feel healthy for the most part, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to jump into it. Actually, real quick, we actually got some UFC cameras. They're doing the behind-the-scenes thing. That's kind of really cool. But, yeah, so let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start off with just a little bit of the intro. Going from that heavyweight fight, which was a pretty crazy fight.
They actually, it's funny how they do it. I always thought that they did this part during the warm-ups, but they pre-record you doing that.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they do it because actually at this point, I don't think you even had your gloves taped up. So, but the question is, the question I have is, when this was playing and this is happening live, we are sitting behind the doors ready to walk out. What are you feeling while they're playing the intro and then the build up? What are you thinking standing behind that door ready to make you walk?
I'm thinking man, I gotta change my mentality, my thinking. I gotta go from this happy-go-lucky, smiling, joking around Elijah to now I gotta turn this flip. Now I gotta turn to a monster. So it's just mentally preparing myself to walk out, just telling myself, man, I'm a monster. I'm a monster.
Words of affirmation. The funny thing about it, that's actually the most nerve-wracking part of a fight, really just the waiting. And then they tell you, all right, we got to go. And then it's, are you ready to go? But hold on, you got to wait. Then you got to go, then you got to wait. Then you got to go, then you got to wait. And you just want to get in the cage and just start throwing punches.
Yeah. It's crazy, you just sitting back there warming up, and then you seeing people getting knocked out, then passing by you and going into the ambulance, people cut up. It's oh shit, it's about to get real.
Yeah, and then this intro was so long too, right? And so now we have Michael Bisping and the other commentators talking, and once again we still standing behind the door, just still waiting, just waiting to walk out. Now they told us once we walk out, and we was the first to walk out because we blue corner. Once we get in the cage, the referee gonna be like, "Are you ready? You ready to go?" So there's no introductions or anything. So we was prepared for that too.
Yeah, I'd rather that. If that happened every fight, they're like, "You ready? You ready? Go!" Yeah. All right. Let's just, man, because I've been waiting this whole time. I've been waiting and anticipating this moment. So if we could just go in there and say, "You ready? You ready? Let's get it on."
Nah.
Just let me just go. Let me just get out there.
Nope, that's not gonna be the way going forward. Now we're gonna have it where you're in the cage, and they're gonna be doing from Colorado Springs, such and such, from this place, such and such. They're gonna go through a long build up, bring out the middle, and then the referee be like, "Hey, do you have any questions? You can touch gloves now," and then you finally fight.
I'm telling you, man. After this,
then it's still I forgot how long this introduction is. Now, mind you, there's a build-up video whereas they was talking about your opponent. You had Israel Adesanya, you had Dan Hooker talking. How did that make you feel to see all these high-level top contenders talking about this guy building him up?
I ain't care. That really didn't. That's cool.
Yeah. His face tattoo didn't bother you?
That's cool. I thought it was dope.
That's a commitment. I really appreciate his commitment to his culture, to his village, to his country. It's funny. The one thing I would say about Aaron and his fans, they are committed to him, and it's sad because he has a whole country behind him.
Yeah.
Us, as Americans, we are so fractured that we don't have that same fanfare.
Right here, when they did the live look, I was like, damn, why they got the live look on me? I was like, man,
Yeah, right. They didn't have the live look on you.
They was hating. They was hating.
So, but they don't understand because there's not a lot of fighters coming out of New Zealand compared to coming out from the United States. So I understand how like you get one fighter from New Zealand, like the whole country is going to be behind them. Compared to you get like another fighter from America, you know, you're not going to get the same fanfare. But it does make it tough when you're looking at like who's supporting you compared to like who's supporting him.
Oh yeah.
Because he had fans that was riding with him, that was in your DMs, talking about you're gonna die, all those crazy things.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but
I thought only like Brazilians do that. Let's fast forward some more.
nah.
Okay, now you in the cage.
Yeah, let me see. Man, you like to listen to it low. Like I like to at least hear the sound.
Yeah. Now he's walking out.
I mean,
only reason why I don't want to like be arguing or like not arguing, but like confrontating with like Michael Bisping talking and us talking.
let's see. All right. I knew he was gonna put on a performance, getting into the cage.
Yeah.
You just had to know. And this right here, because he was like, that was the, so you know how usually how I always do when I lock in, you know, I get down low like John Jones and, you know, I'm just staring the guy down. I'm just staring him down. He was like, as the cameras were going back and forth, he was like, nah. Get out the way. I was like,
yeah, he was trying to see you. I get it. He was trying to see around the cameraman, and the cameraman was in the way.
The cameraman was blocking him.
Yeah.
5'3", 5'4".
Yeah.
Trying to see over the cameraman.
Yeah, he's 5'4", 5'9". You got to reach a 71. You got to reach a 66.
Yeah.
Okay. Woo.
And we're on. And we out.
Now, if you hear me, I'm screaming, wrestle, wrestle, wrestle. We trying to set him up to make him think you're going to wrestle so you can land more strikes. That was a good teep to the face.
I'm just seeing what he's trying to do. Set up with the calf. That's one thing I wish I would have continued, because as you'll see, like the third calf, he started bruising.
Yeah, I
but
wish.
it's because he checked. I ain't gonna lie. He did make me stop throwing the kicks because he checked it.
Yeah, and that's because he was throwing naked kicks. If he threw the two and then the kick came right behind that.
Yeah, it was that one right there.
Yeah, I remember. I was like, ooh. I was like, that hurt. Yeah.
He even pointed at it. He's like, ah. Yeah. And then after that, I just fired.
Yeah, he took.
I fired a quick one too. I was like, nah, mentally, I'm just like, but you could see his calf already starting to welt up, already getting red.
See, when he's blitzing in, like, man, like that last blitz, and you kind of did a good job of backstepping. A good backstepping too, I knew would have been great. I love the fact that you stopped there. You didn't keep following him.
Yeah.
Because I felt like he was gonna try to explode and do something crazy.
Yeah, I thought so too. He tried to jump lunge in with the jab and tried coming over with the overhand.
Good 1-2.
There was like this first round, like I really didn't I was throwing pretty hard, but I didn't want to like get caught overreaching. So I don't know. I think that was a little bit holding me back.
I think, and I know he's shorter, so it's kind of hard to hit the body. But right there, like sometimes, see, that's what I'm talking about. This part where you could have been pummeling to get the underhook against the cage, but your hand was here, which is not something you typically do. You typically go straight there. So it was kind of shocking that that was an issue.
Yeah.
We never had that problem before.
I just felt like if I was going down to his body, like I was already pretty low to try to repone.
That was a good counter. That roll to a cross hook.
I'll tell you one thing, man. That mat messed me up. I got so many mat burns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a thing. That mat is, I mean, I guess the mat is good for the advertisement lettering, but it's not good for the human skin.
Yeah, when I was taking a shower, I was like, ooh, felt like I was being burned.
I guess it's also good for like not slipping. It's not as slippery as the mats used to be, but it does rub your skin off pretty good.
What am I looking for? At least that throw.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I just felt it.
Yeah, he tried to step over the knee.
This is the part that I did hate, because when I pinned his arm down, I should have just stayed on this side. But since when I pinned the arm down and I brought my knee over,
I see what you were trying to. You were trying to get into the crucifix.
Yeah. Hey, fun fact. Still 0 takedowns landed on me.
Right.
I looked it up.
Wait, so they didn't? I thought
they didn't count any takedowns.
They didn't count as a takedown.
I thought the one where we was scrambling.
Yeah, he kind of.
Yeah. But they probably count that as a slip, which it was a slip. I slipped. But he did a good job wrestling though. Yeah. It's just hard. He's so small. Just to control. It's kind of frustrating.
Yeah, it's like the people don't understand. Not only we took this fight relatively late notice, but you also didn't have the adequate training partner to like deal with someone so short and stocky and thick.
Yeah.
That's it. Like people don't understand. Pause. No Diddy for real. Like, but that's like a physical attributes is not normal. We're not used to.
That trip out.
Yeah, well, we trained, we worked on this. We can thank AJ for this.
The only thing is I got my arm stuck. They were like, oh, about to like, nah, yeah.
He's not a jiu-jitsu guy. He doesn't have the limbs for the jiu-jitsu, so I wasn't worried about that. It was a good hammer fist.
Bing. I know that's for the last few seconds.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me go ahead and just elbow the ribs. Man, if he'd have got this takedown,
right. Yeah, it was close. I wasn't sure you was letting it happen because you know it was time running out, or like you got there.
Round 1, I knew I had it.
Yeah. So my goal at that point was to try to calm you down. That's why I was like, let's just breathe first. Okay, I let Justin talk to you as I was rubbing on your arms. I wanted you to mentally just recover from all of that. And then after that, I was trying to tell you to like, you throwing kicks and you got checked. But I'm like, set it up. Or let your kicks set up your punches. Let's vary our strikes. Right now, it was very boxing-centric. 1-2 jab, which is great. But I feel like you could have did a little bit more. Let me say it better. It could have been more trickier.
Yeah, I agree.
But you can see at this point, you know, his corners probably told us some good stuff too, because like he did come out a little bit better, a little bit more focused. Like, what the hell's going on?
I was thinking about rushing him. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna be that guy.
Yeah. See, we gotta work on like angles off our punches. Like we really just kind of standing in front of them, and I could kind of get that to a certain degree because his arms are short, but he just kind of get it in weird ways. And if he had more angles, he wouldn't never be able to touch you.
Yeah. I really should have just been like peppering with the jet, but I didn't want to. Like I said, I don't want to.
Him to come over it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he catch me the one time.
Right. He ran into that jab. You see that? And then also more body attacks. So the times he came in, he just froze up.
Yeah, he did.
And
I should have, like, I mean, I threw the knee twice. I should have been throwing it away more.
Not even body, not even knee. Maybe like fucking liver kicks.
Yeah.
This got a little weird.
Yeah, it did.
And I was like, ah.
But I've been in positions like this before, so I was like, all right, he's probably gonna get to the back, but I can't let. I was like, I can't let him get a takedown.
Right.
Mostly, I was like, I can't let him slam me.
Right.
And I was like, that's one thing. Yeah, I was like, I ain't going out like that. And I hear Justin saying push on the face.
Yeah.
Pretty tight body lock, but it was.
Well, at this point, he doesn't have a good maneuver. Like I'd have been telling you to reap out the leg, but that was really good balance and a good punch off the break. I like it. Right now, I'm like, man, that liver kick, especially when you switch to southpaw.
Yeah.
You see how you slightly stuttered?
And like I said before, this is the part that, I mean, I just hate to get into the wrestling exchanges and I get them down and I'm like, why am I in this position right now? Like,
right.
Why am I not in a, why did I take him down and he's damn near getting ready to get to my back?
Right. He did a good job of transferring the leg over. And then he actually...
I think the biggest thing that saved me was that hooking that leg.
That 100%. It was hooking the leg. And then right now, we're just going to have to scramble. Right, perfect.
I remember you telling me to get my leg over. I'm like, how?
Hey, shit, there's a way. I still don't know how you didn't quite finish this. Did you lose him or did you give it up?
I gave it up. I thought, I was like, man. If I didn't know,
I was screaming over there. I was about to start banging. As soon as I start banging, you give it up.
It's one of those things like, damn, if I would have known just how, like, man, if I just have 2 more seconds to squeeze, who knows?
Right. But the fact he uses guillotine to sweep, which is perfectly what we train, because like he's just so thick. At that point, he just would have been wasting more energy.
Yeah. Another thing too, I should have thrown more uppercuts.
Right. That uppercut was money.
Because I landed like at least like 2 or 3.
Yeah. Right.
And he thought I was throwing an uppercut. Now this right here, this is where the fatigue starts to really set in.
Why?
And I have no clue. You asked me like why
it
did it
just
happen
flipped.
now?
It just flipped. It was weird from like you about to start like you caught him uppercut combos and then you just backed up like it just hit you.
My arm just got super heavy.
Okay. That right there, I was like, that's not a good sign. that's not a good sign. Right. As a quarterback, you don't want to see that shit.
I was just seeing if he was going to step back in and I was going to reshoot, which I tried.
Yeah, he was going to do like a Jordan Burroughs.
Yeah. That was almost a good body kick for me. I was almost. I remember feeling it, and I was like, okay, when is that late feeling like that? Yeah, that liver shot. When is it going to hit? But it never came in, so I was like, all right. See, there goes another uppercut.
Yeah, we talked about the uppercuts.
Alright, now my least favorite round.
Yeah.
3rd round, baby.
That's when I had to hit you with the Cortez line. Like, yo, we don't want another Cortez fight. We winning. I think at this point, man, it is about how bad do you want it, and that's what when I say, do you want another Cortez fight? Because even if you lose, we don't want to lose because we gave up. If he beats us because he's just better than us, I could take that home, but I don't want to go home thinking we beat ourselves.
Yeah, no, I agree. Going into the 3rd round, I was like, man, I'm tired. My arms are heavy. I'm hurting. I'm like, man, just make it out. Just make it out. You're gonna have to tough this one through.
You can also think about it in the sense that you got one more round. Like just one more round and we get to go home.
When I look back at this fight, I'm like, damn, it was kind of crazy how like the third round, like definitely started off slow, and then I just in my head, I'm like, man, come on, man, just keep pushing, So I'm thinking right here is like, okay, I'm gonna just let him. When he started throwing more punches, because I felt like my defense was good. I feel like I was keeping my hands high, and then he started going to the body, which was smart by him.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, just let him. Hopefully, he'll punch himself out. That's what I was hoping for.
No, he did a really good job. I wonder, like actually, I was impressed with his cardio and the fact that flying from New Zealand, cutting a weight. But I honestly feel like he probably don't cut a lot of weight. Like he's probably really built for 125.
Yeah,
that was good. I wonder how much he walks around at.
I wouldn't be surprised if he walked around like maybe 50, 150.
Yeah, he could be like, that's what Joe walked around at, right? Yeah, and Joe made 125. It's kind of suck. See, that's the problem. Like, he was not faster than you. But the problem with fights, the first thing that goes is speed. Power's the last thing that goes. So now he's like, okay, now we the same speed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, first round, he was like, you was way faster. But now he's like, now we the same speed. Now we can see who could punch the hardest and who could take the hardest punch.
Yeah.
Now it's about biting on your mouthpiece. Yeah, I was like single. I think one of the things that was killing you is shooting doubles. He's just so hard to grab both legs. You gotta get so far underneath him. I think a single leg would have been money. At least not stepping in and getting punched.
And I was just like, man, I just didn't want to shoot for a sloppy ass single, and then I get caught with something even worse.
See, I feel like you think your hands are up, but they're not. Like you're tied. You think your hands are up, but it's not.
Nah, it was the only.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was up there, but like,
they up right there.
Yeah, they're up right there. But like, okay, well, then give me some goddamn head movement. We box way too much to be like standing right there and getting hit with jabs with someone with short arms. But I tell you though, like, you was still throwing it. He's like, he got a jaw. I really believe any other guy you'd have put down.
Yeah.
The way you hitting him, I promise you, any other 135 you'd have put down.
I think this was. I don't know if this was. If you were in his corner, would you say let me up?
That's the tough one. You do look like you're tired. I understand why. I don't think it's a bad, because to ground and pound you, it's tough, right? And, you know, you only got 2 minutes, but one punch, take 1 second, you can end the fight. So I understand why he would let you up. And he was hitting you. And the flip side, any other 135, I think he would have dropped.
Yeah.
I think this was a special moment for both of y'all. For anybody that question you, like, oh, because of the Cortez fight, like, this shows a lot. Yeah, that's you take one and give one. I love it. Let him know you still there, because he thinking like Dan Hooker was like, he wants out.
I wish I could. I wonder what they were thinking.
See, man. This right here, like, if you'd have clinched, boom, with a knee.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's probably sore everywhere too. He probably sore in his armpit. That was a good knee.
Yeah, that's the one that cut him too.
When you get hit, it was like pissing you off, like, all right, I gotta get one back.
Nah, it's just like, to be honest, it was one of those things. It's like, fuck it. So we just, I don't know. I was just okay with it at a point.
Well, I'm glad you was okay with it, because I wasn't. I was like, damn, I said, how much more time? We got 30 seconds. Hurry up! This 30 seconds lasted forever.
That and I just felt. I mean, when I was feeling this power, like, I just don't. They just weren't. I think he was tired.
Yeah.
This was his best combo. Boom, boom, bang, bang.
Oh yeah, that was a good combo.
I was like, oh shit.
It's time to wrestle.
I said, oh shit.
Yeah. It was right here. The last 10 seconds. Love it. Love it. I love it. Love it. You was actually hearing him like, man, that's fucking awesome. That's awesome. That's how you finished the fight.
Man.
Wasn't as technical as I wanted to be, but as a fan, it was exciting. As a coach, I was like, fuck.
Man, you can't.
Excuse the language. But it was highly emotional.
I'm like, man, what the hell? I'm just
Yeah, you was like, this wasn't supposed to go like this.
I was like, what?
Hey man, we had to pivot. Like we honestly believed we was gonna get him out of there at least by the second round. We honestly believed that. We felt like his skill set wasn't up to par. But I'll be honest with you, one thing we fully didn't factor in, and we said he was gonna be tough, but we didn't realize how tough he was gonna be.
Yeah.
But just like Dana White said, it was a dog fight. It was exactly what you needed, because these fights in UFC, like these are the type of like fights you're gonna have to like be prepared for.
Yeah. That's
So going forward, everybody's gonna be like, your cardio, and you know I had to deal with that coming from the Ultimate Fighter.
you need to work on your cardio. You step your ass in this cage, then, man. You tell me. You tell me.
They were telling me because I was too muscular. It was like, you got too much muscles. You know, your cardio is gonna wave. But now going forward, everybody's gonna say that your next opponent is gonna be like, we can take him to the third round. And, you know,
You can take him to deep water.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Alright.
And we're gonna shock him. We're gonna shock him because we're gonna do some different things. So if you thinking that the cardio is gonna be a problem, keep open on that.
A relief, right?
Yeah.
Boom. It's crazy because after this, I didn't really factor in what I had to do after this, because my foot was hurting. Right. We had to do 2 full circles through the because I got out the cage. Bang, did the interview, then they had me walk all the way around, see the doctors, sit on the the chairs for Dana White, and then after that I had to go over to that same area we did the interview the first time to say how it feels to get the contract.
Damn.
Like, and then after that,
and your foot hurting the whole time.
My foot hurting the whole time, and then after that we had to go from there to the other interview.
Damn, that's crazy. I tell you. I knew you won the fight when the announcer said all 3 judges, 29-28. I don't know why I felt like it. If they would have said split decision, I'd have been like, damn, I don't know. But I was like, there's no way that all 3 judges is not gonna side with you.
I swear I thought I heard split decision. I thought I did.
No, I said all 3 judges 29-28.
That's why when I was like, man, come on, man, split decision. I was like, shh.
It sucks, man. It is so weird. I wish it was open. What is it? Yes, open score, because it's like, how in the hell, like.
Hey, he was sitting on his tail.
My bad, dog. But like, you sitting there just so concerned. Like, I know that we won the first 2 rounds, and I honestly felt like the 3rd round wasn't too far off. Would I give it to him? Yes. I'm not gonna argue with that, but I don't think it was too far. But I know for a fact we won the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
So at that point, it was like, are we gonna get a contract?
Yeah.
But then when I realized that how many people, like I can't tell you how many of the officials, the cameraman, everybody was like, man, that was a great fight. That was a great fight. Everybody just kept like, man, that was a great fight. He's a good athlete. That was good coaching. I was like, damn, it really. And then I started thinking, it really was a good fight.
He said, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Because for some reason, I mean, we know why. The Dana White Contender Series, you think if you get a decision, you're not getting a contract. Yeah. Like for some reason, if you go to a decision, you feel like you're not going to get a contract.
And I think it also showed, like, especially stepping in short notice, it showed that, showed a lot. Like, how much grit, and I'm willing to, step in there whenever.
Yeah, I mean, you stepped in short notice. You put on a hell of a fight. You young. You have my looks, so you're handsome. But man, I'm super proud of you. Super proud. That was a damn good fight.
Thank you.
All right, so tell me what y'all guys think. Who you think won that fight? You think Aaron won? Come on now.
Man, I had everybody.